Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, so I've told you about Rocket Money, which shows you all of your reoccurring subscriptions, allowing you to control your money and cancel what you don't need. But let me show you this other feature that I use constantly, lower your bill. So right here, what is this? Verizon, AT&T, Spectrum. They have a 90% success rate for going in and negotiating you a lower rate on some of the bills that you're already paying.
Yeah, the users save on average over $700 a year. They've helped people save $500 million in canceled subscriptions.
You should really take control of your accounts right now. I know somebody over here forgot to cancel their Ubisoft subscription and got notified.
Yeah.
That was me. That was me, yes.
It keeps a track of all that stuff and lets you know what you need to cancel if you don't use it anymore. So it's really helpful to get organized.
Yeah, and sometimes it can even cancel for you, guys. It's a free app. There are premium features if you want them, so check it out. Click the links down below. Download Rocket Money today. Get organized, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check it out. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring us. Click the links down below. Completely free to you guys. It got us organized. It's awesome.
Yes.
Alex, tell us, what the hell else has been going on in gaming news?
I got some good news. Real good news. So Avatar: The Last Airbender is... I'm hearing that we're getting a new RPG made by Saber Interactive.
Yeah.
And so Saber's been killing it lately. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a really interesting world. It's been
really bad video games, Alex.
And really bad.
Did you see
I
it?
think it was last year that there was an Avatar that could have made the top 10 worst games list.
Yeah.
Maybe did make the top 10 worst games.
I didn't watch the Shyamalan movie because I don't respect him.
I saw that a long time ago.
The
I didn't know what it
TV
was.
show wasn't very good either.
No?
There's some parts that are okay, but they really miscast at least 2 people. Like wild.
Damn, okay.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all right. I just think it could have been significantly better. But they're looking at a new RPG. You are going to play as the Avatar 1,000 years before the events of The Last Airbender. And so just like running around, learning all of the elements and doing cool stuff sounds super interesting to me. So like this is something I'm excited about.
What element would you choose?
Well, you're the Avatar. You get all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to pick one.
You're born into a specific tribe, and
Okay.
you're going
Yeah,
to learn some of the other ones. Unless you're Korra, and then you know 3 out of the 4 immediately, and then you just don't have to, struggle, except for with the spirituality thing. But let's not talk about that, okay? Okay,
Got it.
that show's fine. It's fine. It's it's not. The first one's better.
Got it.
Okay.
You watch it then.
Okay. You should absolutely watch the first one. The first one's really, really good. All right. Nintendo is out being dicks because it's what they do. Nintendo is further cracking down on emulation. So Ryu Jinx is reportedly shut down. They're Nintendo's issuing copyright strikes with people like talking about it. Problem is Nintendo has deep catalogs that go back 40 years now plus. And so people use emulators.
I found it. Avatar, Quest for Balance. And guess who made it? And this was 2023. So, yeah. And guess who made it? Game Mill.
Game Mill, yeah.
Top worst games.
It's always Game Mill.
Always Game
They
Mill.
made
The Walking Dead
King Kong.
bullshit.
King Kong.
King Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gollum,
So they
right?
took away the license from them, and they gave it to Saber. I think it's going to work out a little better than Game Mill.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So Nintendo's just shutting down. They sent a message to the guy who creates it, and we don't know what the message was.
Fucking dicks.
But it's gone. So
They just sent him a picture of his family. He's like, okay,
Oh,
time to shut this
shit.
down. Shut it down. Shut it all down. It's like, goddamn, Nintendo.
Sincerely, Nintendo. It's like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a picture. It's like, nice family you got there. Signed Nintendo.
yeah.
Okay, I guess we're done here.
Nice family you
Yeah.
got there. Be
Nintendo.
ashamed.
Yeah.
Be ashamed. It'd be a shame.
Yeah, Nintendo will go after you.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it so difficult because I actually am a fan of Nintendo. Like,
Yes.
I really like the Breath of the Wild, its sequel. I'm playing the new Zelda now.
The new collection
And
came
it's
out.
like, we can't
fucking
cover
awesome.
it because the second we put any of the... OJ has nothing up there right now. And you know why he has nothing up there? Because if we
'Cause
put
it's gonna get
anything
claimed.
up there, it would claim the video. They are such dicks to everyone on the internet. It's so hard to support them, but they do make good games.
Yeah, they do.
Nintendo Japan Making the clarification.
Yes,
Nintendo
Nintendo
America's
Japan.
been nice to us, and they're the ones that actually got the copyright claim off of our Zelda, the review that we did a long time ago.
14, 15 tries.
Yeah,
But
after
Nintendo Japan is
after
the
we-
one that puts it on there, and they don't change
and it kills the video.
Even for other
It
people,
kills
like,
the video,
he did
yeah.
speed runs and a whole bunch of stuff that they were killing his channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't show it. Play.
It's there.
It's like, hey, this is a great
No,
game.
only
It's like,
theirs.
nope, shut up.
Fucking bullshit. Anyways.
Yeah. Also, this last week, Microsoft has started asking devs why they're skipping Xbox. This is based on a couple reports that some games are just going straight to PlayStation and PC, but completely bypassing.
What? That's
Whoa.
unheard of.
What's going on?
You would think. I remember back in the day, the Sony PlayStation 3 was very hard to, like, the architecture was less welcoming than the Xbox, so people would skip PlayStation. But now, Xbox and PlayStation, the parity has almost equaled, where it's, you develop for one, you really don't have to do much for the other. That's interesting. I don't know why. Tell us, Alex.
Yeah, so September 30th, Microsoft posted a developer-focused blog about how the company is directly reaching out to developers and studios to help enhance the experience of making games on Xbox. And interestingly, Xbox wants to hear from devs, even those not working on Xbox games. Just wanting to know, like, hey, if you're making games and they're not making on Xbox, we want to know why. They want to fix the problem. They've been losing, I don't even want to call it a console war, but they've been losing to PlayStation for a long time, a very long time. And they're trying to allow people to play games on their platform and on PC via them in any way they can. And it hasn't always been working out for them. So this sounds like they're just trying to plug one of the leaks in their business plan.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff coming from Microsoft in this video, and not all of it is good stuff. But yeah, you do think that everything, it's like, oh, you're making a video game, it's got to release on Xbox, it's got to release on PlayStation, we got to put it on PC. But
Nope.
no, not always the case. Well, also under that
At least-
umbrella,
Yeah.
Starfield Shattered Space expansion came out.
Yeah, they came out at the end of last month, and we
This is gonna
kind
bring
of
everyone
didn't
back.
even. We didn't come back.
I know.
I mean, maybe we should try at least one, but I'm not hearing good things.
No.
That's not good.
The trailer looked
I
pretty
would think they would
good.
have had enough time. Yeah, they did make the trailer look
Yeah.
good. The idea and concept sounds great because it's like, hey, we're gonna make things tight. It's gonna be on this one planet, and we're gonna really do a horror story.
Yeah,
and so
that's
that
what I
sounds
like.
great. But apparently, people that played it are like, man, this ain't really it, Chief.
Over 70% negative reviews on Steam.
Bro.
So it's not
What the fuck?
going so well. People complaining about lack of content,
Yeah.
saying it's on par with some of their more recent ones. I've seen people say like 8 to 10 hours if you're rushing through it, which isn't bad for a DLC, but they're charging, they're
I was
charging
going to
more.
ask what's the price point.
I think Shattered Space is $40, isn't it?
40. Not sure.
Yeah, I think $39.99 or something like, or maybe it's either 30 or 40.
$29.
30 or 40.
Yeah,
30?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
$30.
Yeah.
So net mostly
And
negative.
Yeah, and some people were saying that it's just not big enough to be the 30.
Yeah, well, this is going to be helpful for me. I'll just wait and then wait for the price drop and maybe
Well,
try it later.
there's really good games coming. Like this week was supposed to be. Well, we do have Until Dawn, the remake of that. We have fucking Silent Hill 2 redoing that
Started
one.
playing that this
I
week.
want to play that.
Mech Warrior 5 Clans was supposed to come out. I fucking love Mech Warrior. I love the Mad Cat mech but that one actually got delayed to October 16th. And then everybody knows the biggest fucking video game that's coming out. Everybody knows its name.
Godzilla.
October 25th. Barbie Project Friendship.
Yeah.
October 25th.
They know to release it the 25th because the following day, Barbie's going to kill Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's the same day. Barbie Project Friendship is going up against
shit.
Call of Duty Black
Where's my
Ops
money
6.
going on that
I
one?
think maybe we should focus our efforts on Barbie Project Friendship. That would really...
You just
that'd
rapid
be-
fire review
Maybe.
it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The Call of Duty one?
Alex
Yes.
could
Call of
rapid
Duty.
fire.
Yeah, but
Barbie,
we have to,
full.
we have to
No,
cover
yeah.
it.
Barbie is going to be a full review.
Barbie deserves
Barbie
those
Project
skits.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Guys, you heard it here first. Play as Barbie. It's the first console game in almost 10 years from the franchise as they remodel a Malibu community center. Coming October
So
25th. No
is
other
it like
game comes out
Barbie
October
City?
25th. No,
Like
I
a
don't.
SimCity kind of thing?
Shit, I don't fucking know, dude. Leave me alone. Put
Leave me
the
alone.
video up here. It's there was
No,
somebody
I don't want trouble.
on a
Leave me
half
alone.
pipe over here. I go to church. Look at this, Joe. Say it. There you go. Looks like Sims. You like Sims? Unlock awesome outfits. You like doing that. In Sims, you do it all the time. So
I
why
wouldn't
aren't
call
you
them
playing this game?
awesome. Easy.
Decorate
They're not
your
awesome
space. Boom.
outfits.
Right there. Decorate your space.
Also, it's
Sync
got-
it up here. Join forces in mini game. Oh, we got
Okay, you
it.
gotta sink it.
We're gonna be fucking playing this instead
Power
of
of friendship. The power
Black
of one.
F6. Like, Joe, what the fuck are you doing? Trolling.
So it sounds like it's got more features than Shattered Space,
Oof.
which is one of the problems that people are having.
Yeah, this one's co-op.
Yeah,
Barbie's co-op.
less content than any Skyrim DLC. One person says a thoroughly mediocre self-contained DLC at a time when Starfield desperately need more depth, which is one of
Yes,
the
it does.
positive reviews.
Whoa.
And-
That's funny.
Yeah, and people just talking about it. It's a missed opportunity because yes, there is some solid stuff within the DLC itself. They don't feel it's worth the money, but they also didn't really touch up any of the things.
Outside of it,
This was a
yes.
good opportunity for them to kind of patch up some of the other things.
They got a rover now.
Oh, I can't wait.
We got a
He
rover.
explored the bare lands of nothing.
Yeah, the procedurally generated, very poor planets.
But you
that
can
are,
explore it.
but you can do it.
Faster, yeah.
now. Faster.
It'll just take them years and years and years, and we have No Man's Lie to thank for this business model, where consumers are fine with getting lied to, and then no, they'll fix it later, and then everyone's fine with it. So,
Later.
It
all
did
right,
get fixed, and No Man's Sky is pretty sweet
yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, now.
now, but they definitely lied to me
But
and
when
stole
you
my
gave
money.
them their money,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was nothing left.
Also forgot to mention another other big heavy hitter this month and around Halloween is everybody's favorite, Dragon Age.
it went gold this
The
week.
Veil Bride.
Yeah, it went gold this week,
Veil
so
Guard.
it's for sure coming out. They said so.
Yeah, I saw that.
Can't.
Yeah, that's wild.
Can't wait. 343 Industries died this week. Did you guys hear about that?
Oh my God, that is huge fucking news. No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it's actually just a rebranding.
Oh.
Now they're going to be called Halo
I'm sorry, what?
Studios. Yeah. So 343 Industries is now
343
Halo.
is now Halo. Bro, what the fuck? I mean, that was the whole point in having 343. It's making reference. So now you're just like, Halo! As if
make
it's
sure
not
they-
more obvious.
the logo is just Quan's face.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll never see Quan again. We'll never know. We'll never know the conclusion of Quan.
She's inconsequential.
No. No.
Consequential now.
Yeah.
No. By the way, I canceled both of my Paramount Pluses.
Both of them.
Yeah.
But
In the
that
last
show's
video, you
coming
know
out.
what happened.
Oh, but you
There's
don't
nothing out on Paramount
Knuckles?
Plus.
You don't watch Knuckles season 2?
We already did that.
Knuckles season 2 is coming.
Is it?
Oh, you know it's coming.
No, I don't think it's not.
Damn.
Season 2 is coming. No.
Oh.
But there's nothing out, so we're not gonna fucking support that shit.
So with this name change, they're gonna really ramp up Halo Infinite.
This is a case of a same shit, different box. And so what they've changed their name, but nothing else is necessarily changing. Now we did. There was a poorly kept secret from I think over a year ago where like Halo is probably switching over to Unreal, and so that's been in the works for a long time. So they will be working on Unreal Engine, leaving behind the Slip Space engine that presented all of the problems. Because if you don't remember, Halo Infinite was supposed to be this open world game with all these cool points of interest, and then they realized they didn't have the talent or the engine to do so, and so they did half of that, and then they did half of a poorly cobbled together single player experience, which is why Infinite came out the way that it did. And so a lot of the people who only worked on Slip Space did get laid off. I think they said like 90 people. And so their Halo Studios is now hiring. So if you want to work on a formerly awesome franchise that is now kind of doo-doo, you should contact
95 people have been laid off. And
Yeah, go get a job. We need an inside man. Tell us what's going on.
So the studio that ruined Halo has rebranded their studio to be called Halo.
Do you remember? So out here we had Time Warner Cable for years. Remember how awful it was, and everyone hated it.
It's
and then
hilarious.
They rebranded as
Then they
Spectrum,
went
and
to Spectrum.
and then nothing changed. Everyone still hates them.
I
Because,
feel it.
yeah.
Yes, I hate it. Every time I'm streaming, it just fucking goes out.
Yeah,
Right.
and so anytime
Yeah.
these rebrands happen, nothing. AT&T Wireless turned into Singular, and then everyone still hated them, and then they went back to AT&T and still hated
Oh
them.
yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah,
Anyways, the guy says, "Hey, let's see. We got the VP here. Pierre Hintz says Halo Infinite was the last remnants of how we made Halo games in the past. That was our recipe, and what we're doing now, we're changing the recipe. We're changing the recipe." You was cooking with some bad ingredients, my friend.
Yeah, let Russ cook.
And I blame the cook. You know, it's like letting Joe cook a complicated dish. Yeah, anything.
Super easy.
Yeah,
Does it give me a microwave
yeah.
or Ninja Fry?
And just because Joe calls himself the executive chef doesn't make the food taste any better.
No, Chef Mike knows what he's doing.
So that's kind of what they're doing here. Anyway, they say an effort to show off ourselves how far we can push things using Unreal 5. The original Halo franchise was a graphic showcase, a best in class. That's what Halo was when it first released, and that's what Halo needs to be again. That's true, and I do agree with it, and I wish you luck.
Yeah. It wasn't just graphics for me. I mean, it was incredible, but like
Incredible looking
the
gameplay.
gameplay and the story were just incredible. And
There's
honestly,
Bear again.
yeah, it just kept going downhill.
Yeah,
It's like
graphics reeled us in, and the story made it legendary. The story and the gameplay made it legendary.
GM Bonnie Ross left 2 years ago in 2022. So there's new people stepping up. New people are going to be in charge. And so, look, there is hope.
Yeah.
These kids don't know about Halo. Graphic showcase since when?
Yeah.
I'll show you this as a fan of this game, and this guy's like, bro, like when we were waiting for Halo to come out, we were looking through those gaming magazines, and we'd see those freaking pictures. We were like, wow, this looks fucking awesome.
We used to do LAN parties for GoldenEye all of the time, and then going immediately from GoldenEye and Perfect Dark into Halo was such a monumental
cool.
jump.
What?
It was insane. So it of course, you have to be.
Yeah, and it hasn't looked like it kept that same look for the next 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So that's why some
50
kids are like,
like
what are
us.
y'all talking about? Halo is not a growth.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Back Monday.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
All right, that's what I got.
You forgot a major game that's coming out.
What major game?
October 22nd.
What?
October 22nd.
I had all the games, Joe. I have all the information in front of me. What could I possibly miss? I even got Barbie. Oh, shit. A Kong game,
Yes.
Survivor Instinct. I forgot about Kong
October
Survivor
22nd.
Instinct. Well, I don't know, Joe. Isn't
It's a
that the
Kong game.
platformer one? And
It
people
does
were
look
one,
saying,
terrible.
yeah, the one that looks like it's
People
mixing
are
like
saying it looks
weird
good.
games, and I don't know.
Okay, but what I was going to bring up.
Well, that's not even the only one, OJ. There's one that's way more important.
Okay, so there's
Oh.
2 Kong games?
There's even better than Kong. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is getting
What?
a video game
Oh, I saw that.
coming out in October.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
That movie
though.
awakened something inside OJ, and he's never been the same
Oh,
since.
God
I haven't
damn it,
even
no.
seen that
You never
movie.
seen it?
You need to.
I saw it like
Do I?
recently.
It's
Well,
really good. Like
2 years
No,
ago.
you'll hate it because it's a musical. Like you'll
Yeah.
hate it.
Yes, you guys remember I did dislike Joker when you told me that's
But it's
not
got-
really a musical.
It's got Tim, right?
I do love Tim.
Yeah.
So, Tim, wait,
Curry.
which Tim? Tim Curry? Okay, yeah, I do love Tim Curry.
I saw it recently 2 years ago for the first time.
Did you have a squirt
Recently,
gun and
2
toast
years
and all
ago?
that stuff? I looked. The
Well,
game.
it's
it
been
came
out forever, but
since
yeah, pretty
1975
recent for
or
me.
something?
No, I'm not going to enjoy it. Anyways, so I wanted to point out when we were talking about Halo that Halo is adding a new feature.
Ooh.
Okay, this is the same company,
Halo.
Halo Studios.
Already making
Hey.
moves. Look at that.
Halo Studios is now adding a third-person mode to Halo. Experience a new way to play. A third-person mode is coming this November. They got a video up here.
But why?
Because everybody, but why?
So
And then it immediately goes back into first person when you're ADSing. I don't know, because they don't know what to do with Halo anymore. They're lost. Look, because they've done such a wonderful job, I'll say, tongue in cheek, it might be interesting. Might be interesting to check out.
Have they done anything else besides just make that new view?
Yeah, it's it. Well, that's it.
It's
It's a topsy-turvy world because just as they're adding third person, Fortnite is adding first person. So now you can play Fortnite in first person, which actually kind of has me slightly interested in checking that one out. It's now usable in creative mode and the Unreal editor for Fortnite. And let's see, workarounds be gone. The new first-person camera mode device enables you to create polished first-person experiences. So I guess so you can make your own modes, and adds new levels of immersion to the game. Once the feature is ready for prime time, I imagine a first-person battle royale will be an official Fortnite playlist. So yeah, so that could be coming as well. It's available for testing right now in private islands and the UEFN, which is sort of like their test servers. And then players will be able to publish levels in first person when the module enters beta later this year. Probably around the same time you can go third person in Halo, you can go first person in Fortnite. Interesting.
All right, the last thing I want to talk about is this guy, his name is Stevie Chassard, who is the monetization director at Ubisoft. So he is a useless boil on the ass of the game industry because I already give you $70 for your game. You don't need to monetize them after that.
Yes, you do.
I guess I do. I mean, you're totally right. He tweeted some stuff saying, I really post on social media, but today I'm sad. Ashamed and sad. The gaming industry is rough at the moment, and we all know it. But seeing how gamers react on social media, wishing ill fate to companies, and people like it said, look, you should never tweet at individuals like the death threats.
No.
You're a piece of shit if you do that. But when Ubisoft does stupid shit after, and you've given them money, and you like
could
certain,
call it out as stupid shit.
Absolutely. And he's even said, well, people even in the industry are upset. It's like, yeah, because you're making video games worse, especially monetization director at Ubisoft, who, again, useless boil on the ass of the gaming industry. Ubisoft's not been doing very well.
No.
They keep making bad games from franchises that I used to care about quite a lot. And so people are like, oh, you can't criticize me. It's like, look, not criticizing you personally, sure, that's rude. But you're doing a bad job for a bad company that's making bad games and expecting me just to smile and give you $70 every time it happens.
I think what happens a lot is these people, they will read a lot of the really hateful vitriol.
Oh, super hateful stuff.
Super crazy because, I mean, obviously gamers have a small element there where people go too far. I mean, if you don't think so, you're an idiot. It's always there. But then these people react to that only.
Yeah.
And you really have to stop being, so reactionary to that because the general public is saying, hey, look, Ubisoft, you're making these mistakes. We'd like you to maybe get a little more creative, do these other things. If you actually listen to real criticism, then you could have helped yourself a long time ago.
Yeah.
But instead of you, just like, la, 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 all it is, really fucking, the underbelly of the internet. That's not what's going on here. You're losing the forest for just a single tree. That's a bad tree. You're right. That is a bad tree. But what about the other fucking 200 trees that aren't bad trees that are telling you you're fucking up?
That aren't buying your games anymore, which is why Star Wars Outlaws underperforms, which is why they're expecting all of these other games to underperform.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just take all criticism as, oh, you're an ist, whatever it ends up being. It's like, oh, you're just making kind of mid games, and I'm tired of spending $70 on mid games when there's so many great indie companies out there that are kicking ass all of the time. Smaller companies, Saber, Larian, that are rising to the top, and they're going to replace you because you make mid shit.
And I don't see Ubisoft. So we already know 2024 disaster for them. One of their lowest points. I don't think they're going to have it corrected by 2025. If Ubisoft is going to get back on track, it's like 2026
They're
or
still pushing the
longer.
NFTs.
So they have to hold on, or get bought out.
It depends on how well Assassin's Creed Shadows does, because that's still technically 2024.
Like
on the
you and me
books.
both think it'll sell well, but not well enough
Yeah.
to make up for all of the other shit that.
Not what they're expecting.
Well, I mean, so they've had really, really bad last couple of years. They had 3 major releases this year, and so even though they didn't do very well, they're still going to do better this year than I think last year. And I think that they'll tell their investors how great of a job they're doing, because last year was truly a dumpster fire. This year they did have Skull and Bones, which is crazy that it was this year, and then Outlaws, and then as long as it doesn't get delayed again, Assassin's Creed is still technically fiscal year 2024,
which is 2025, but
but the way that they
okay, well,
skew the numbers.
Cool. That's all I got. I had one small one. I may have mentioned it in the last one. Nintendo. You remember the Nintendo lawsuit? They're suing Palworld finally. Officially, these big companies are getting into a tussle here. But PUBG publisher Krafton is still bringing Palworld to mobile devices. They're like, go ahead, sue us. I don't give a fuck. We're going to continue to do what we're doing, which is we're bringing Palworld to mobile devices, and I guarantee you that's going to be like hotcakes.
Yeah. And that's why he said, bring it.
Yeah, bring it.
Because he's got the money now.
Nintendo filed a lawsuit, remember, in September, alleging the game infringes on multiple patent rights about our Pokemon. You cannot have a Pokemon game. We have Pokemon game.
The problem is they're still filing for some of the patents here in the United States, and they're not done yet. And so we'll have to see if this lawsuit actually goes anywhere.
Right.
So they may not.
So just another wonderful, friendly move by our friends at Nintendo. Nintendo. We gonna sue you.
Did you say Nintendo? Damn it.
Did you say Nintendo? You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
You're gonna call it Tendo. That's it.
Tendo.
You know what I'm talking about?
Tendo. I like that. Yo, you're a funny man. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all very much for hanging out with us and listening to the gaming news. We'll see you back here next weekend with more Whoop news. Got some videos coming out this week. Still working on the Space Marine 2. We'll let you know when that comes along. But good things coming. Hell, Dragon Ball Z, I think, is coming out this week.
Sparkles.
Very much looking forward to that. How can I forget that?
It's not Sparkles.
Sparkles. Dragon Ball Z Sparkles coming this week, later in the week. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.